Hello guys, welcome to one other video on our channel TechZoom. It is the IPL season going on now and we are going to learn how cloud helps you enjoy cricket matches during this IPL season. We will start with few basic things about cloud and quickly jump on to a new concept called auto-scaling. So let's start with comparing cloud and on-premise. That will help us understand about cloud. Now, if you are using cloud, first thing is you are going to rent your servers and you are not going to purchase like how you do in an on-premise setup. And if I talk about cloud further, you pay as you go. You pay only for what you use and not anything more, neither less. In case of on-premise, because you are purchasing servers, there is a fixed cost which you have already incurred. In case of cloud, you have instant availability of resources. You just hit a click and then you get the resource. That is not the case of on-prem. You have to talk to your procurement team, they will place orders and then you would get the servers. Cloud gives you flexible options as well. Different machine types, machine sizes, high power, low power, whatever you want, you would get that in cloud. Compared to on-premise where you have limited options. Whatever you have procured, that is what you have to live with. Now that we know what is cloud and how cloud differs from on-prem, let us talk about auto-scaling. Let's take example of Jio Hotstar. For simplicity, we will assume Jio Hotstar is hosting only one video, that is the IPL. Let us say there is a cricket match ongoing today, and as the cricket match starts, we have 1000 viewers who are watching the live streaming through their mobile application. Let us assume Hotstar has deployed 3 server machines to handle the load of the 1000 viewers. Now you can see the server load is somewhere at 25%. What it means, the server is occupied only down 25% and 75% of its capacity is still available. At this time, the experience of the users will be really wonderful. There will be no lag, there will be no buffering, the videos will load quickly without any lag. The users are extremely happy. Now let us say there was an interesting twist in the cricket match. Now the number of viewers jumped from 1000 to 10,000. And assume Hotstar still has only 3 servers. What would happen? The server load has jumped from 25 to 75% now. Means the server is very highly loaded. It might start to struggle a little bit to handle the user load. Now as users, we will start to face slight buffering issues, slight lag or delay in video load. The users are not that much happy. Now, let us say the viewers has gone up even more. Now there are 20,000 viewers. Unfortunately, there are only 3 servers. What happens to the server load now? It has gone to the peak. It is at 98%. The server has maxed out. It is really struggling. It is not able to handle the user load at all. Now as users, we are famous with this scenario. We have seen this happen with multiple applications. There is long buffering, there is long loading screens, or maybe the live feed is not loading at all. It leads to user frustration. Now what would Jio Hotstar have to do? Considering they are using cloud, they will increase the number of servers from 3 to 6. What is the benefit of it? What is the outcome of it? Now the server load would come down from 100% to just 50%. Means the servers are able to easily handle the user load now. That leads to really great performance, no lag, no buffering, and the users are extremely happy. Now let us say with 20,000 viewers, the match has completed now, the number of viewers has dropped to just 1000. And what if we still have 6 servers? What will happen? The users are still happy. Those 1000 viewers are still going to have a great viewing experience of the post-match ceremonies. But now as you see the server, it is just 5% loaded. Means we are just utilizing 5% of the capacity and 95% is sitting idle. Means we are wasting a lot of money. So what we would need to do at this point of time? We will need to do something called scaling down, where we reduce the number of servers from 6 to something like maybe only 1 server. This is called scaling down. What we have seen so far is the ability to scale up and scale down servers based on the demand. But what we have also seen is something like a manual transmission car, where based on your car speed and road conditions, you have to change your gear from 1, 3, 5 and whatever. There should be a better way of doing it. Think about it. JioHotstar is not just hosting one IPL match. Rather, they are hosting an IPL match, there is a football match going on, and there are multiple movies and live shows, everything available in JioHotstar. So there is no way one can manually predict the load, whether it is going to increase or decrease. There should be a way of doing it automatically, like how an automatic transmission car does. Let's assume you have 20,000 viewers and you are currently handling that many viewers with 6 servers. What if you can automatically change the number of servers based on the number of viewers? Let's say your number of viewers are dropping from 20,000 and starting to reduce something like 19,000, 18,000, it keeps going. As you immediately sense, hey, my viewers are going down, you can use that metric to reduce the number of servers as well, which currently is 6. You can change it to become something like 5 servers when you end up with 15,000 viewers. Let's say your viewers drop down further, you can also reduce the number of servers from 5 and you can take it down to 1 or 2 based on exactly the load what you are having. So this is one way of doing the auto scaling, where based on the number of viewers, you automatically reduce or increase the number of servers. This is one of the simplest auto scaling policy what you can do. But for a platform like JioHotstar, it might not work as expected because every user might be watching the video in a different quality. Someone might be watching the video in standard definition quality, someone HD, someone Ultra HD, and someone at 4K. If multiple users are watching the video in 4K, that is definitely additional load, a lot of additional load on the servers, which means you cannot just depend on the number of viewers to decide the number of servers. You may want to use a different metric, something like the load on your server or how much CPU of your server is being consumed. You can decide on a sweet spot. Maybe let's say we target, hey, I want to maintain my CPU consumption between 60 to 75%. Whenever the server load goes beyond 75, what you do is something called upscaling. You increase the number of servers to make sure that your target CPU percentage stays below 75%. And when your load goes down, let's say something below 60%, you do something called downscaling where you reduce the number of servers. So you will set up the system in a way that it is going to automatically take care of maintaining my target server load or my CPU usage between 60 to 75% and manage the servers accordingly. Again, these are just a couple of ways in which you can do auto scaling, but based on your need, you can choose any metric and do intelligent, smart auto scaling according to that. So that's all we had for this video. So you learned the basics of cloud, some difference between cloud and on-premise, and an important concept of auto scaling, through which you also learned what is upscaling and what is downscaling. I hope it was helpful. Let me catch you in the next video. Please feel free to share your feedback in the comment section.